Hello, this is Lavenderlightworker. This video is going to be about, yay, we survived the eclipse. The eclipse season is officially over, and I just wanted us all to take a deep breath. Because that was hectic. But guess what? Now there is a beautiful rainbow after the eclipse. And so I want to talk all about how to move forward past that hectic, chaotic energy that a lot of us experienced. Everyone has their own story. I have my own, trust me. But what we're not going to do is dwell on the horrible feelings and the uncomfortable, not at ease. Yeah, so what we're not going to do is focus on those uncomfortable feelings. What we are going to focus on is how to move forward after that, because just imagine this just horrible storm that came, dark skies, tornadoes with multiple funnels, hurricanes, envision how you need it to be. And then afterward, that finally clears up, and now you see, that's why I have my shades on, because the sun is shining and the weather is sweet, Bob Marley. Listen to that today if you can. It'll help cheer you up. I love Bob. He always lifts us up. So just imagine now that dark sky and the dark funnels of tornadoes coming down. That's so scary. It was you can't control nature kind of thing. And then or the hurricane, the flooding, and then now the water have subsided. Things are drying up, and then this beautiful rainbow comes out. That's where we are now, and that's where we're going to focus moving forward. And I'm going to go through some tips and give you some journal prompts and help you to reprogram in your mind of how to think and train your mind how to move forward versus being stuck in the loop of what you just went through and being stuck in the past and learning how to move forward. Okay, so let's start off with on the 23rd of, which is tomorrow, the 23rd of November is a new moon in Sagittarius, right? So with this new moon in Sagittarius, like I said, this is a very optimistic new moon, by the way. It's cute. It's just so cute, this new moon. So it's like finally the energies have subsided. It's a fresh breath of air that we all needed. Okay. I'm looking at, I took all kind of notes for you guys. So this is the mantra that I want a lot of you to say, and all of this is things that I've wrote down for my own advice. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm practicing. These are notes that I've taken, and I'm just sharing them with the collective. So you have your own free will, but if you need this advice, I would love to share. I'd love to help. As a light worker, that's what I love to do. So the mantra that I'm going to be saying is, I am hopeful about my future. So first you want to say, I accept where I am. Say it. I put in the comments below, I accept where I am. And I am hopeful about my future and where I am going. So you want to say that as much as possible. If you want, put a timer on your phone that goes off often throughout the day, a reminder, and just randomly remember to say, I accept where I am right now. AKA, I accept that this storm just happened. That, you can't undo the storm. It happened. But it's time to rebuild, And I'm hopeful about where I'm going, my future. And the reason I keep using the storm is because imagine, like, there was just a big hurricane in Florida, horrible hurricane. And we all saw the images, and some of you actually lived through that. But, you know, everyone had to move forward. Some of them are homeless still. Some of them, you know, maybe some of the waters, you know, people came, they started to help. Some of them had to rebuild their houses. Some of them, you know, even though the experience was horrible, that now they get to build a maybe possible hurricane-proof home. But they get to rebuild their home. And like, you know what? I always wanted this bathroom made out of granite, or, you know, or I always wanted crystals around my bathtub. Like, they get to rebuild. They get to rebuild the city. Like, maybe this building, just structure, you know, it was ancient, but unfortunately it fell, and now they get to just like build a monument there. It's like we are in a rebuilding phase. So that's why I keep referencing to the storm. Okay, so that's your mantra. Set a reminder on your phone. I accept where I am. I'm hopeful about my future and where I'm going. Okay? Okay, move towards the light. Collective. Move towards the light. Looping yourself over and over and over about whatever traumatic experience and chaotic experience that you may have experienced during this past eclipse that started in, you know, early October, even in the end of September. Anything that's transpired from there till now, looping over and over about it, is staying in the dark. It's happened. This new moon and this new rainbow that's out is about you accepting that it happened and that you can't change it, and moving forward with an optimistic view in life. So move towards the light. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Put it in the comments below. Don't look back. I'm not going that way. Magical. This is a magical new moon. This new moon in Sagittarius. It's like Sagittarius is a very optimistic, happy-go-lucky sign, and it's all about truth and honesty. You know, they're very blunt. And think about it. Sagittarius follows Scorpio. So Scorpio is very intense. It's the lord of the underworld. You know, all things hidden. You know, etc. And then here comes Sagittarius to follow that. You have to be pretty strong to follow Scorpio. So it's a magical new moon. Dream big. Jupiter and Neptune are going to be in conjunction around this new moon. And it's the most magical thing that can happen right now. Because basically, magic can happen at the snap of a finger. Miracles can happen. So if you just think very optimistically and just move towards the light and remember that, you know, I get to rebuild, I get to move forward, and know that the planetary alignment right now is like anything is possible. So if you just start to like dream about, oh, all of the wonderful things that could happen, and you know how you can move forward and what beautiful things may come, just watch how the synchronizations around you will start to happen. Pay attention to all of the signs, and just watch miracles fall into place. You'll just be able to, you have to pay attention. You just have to pay attention. There is no such thing as coincidence. You're going to see a lot of things that some of you are going to go like, oh, that was a coincidence. No, it wasn't a coincidence. It was a sign from your spirit guides and your angels. They're all around you. They're guiding you. Put in the comments below. My spirit guides and my angels are guiding me. And your ancestors are also guiding you and protecting you. The number one thing I also want you to say constantly and feel, it might take you a couple days to train your mind, because you might just can't stop thinking about what happened and, you know, what transpired, but just really just write these things down. Hope, 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 hope. You can Bob hope it if you want to. So just have so much hope about the future. Like, just remember, this is the rainbow after the storm. Like, that storm can't come back. It's already passed. It's going somewhere else. So hope is here to move us forward. So this is the moment of like, okay, you breathe. And it's like, finally, this hand like literally comes out of the sky. The angels, they come down. They're like, okay, you went through that experience. Here's some help to move you forward into the light. After this eclipse, say yes to life. If some of you are depressed, I highly recommend you looking up Dark Night of the Soul videos on YouTube. I've been there in the past and I did not understand it. And now that I do, I wish I had that information back then. So I could imagine that some of you are stuck in a cycle of depression because you don't know what's going on. You don't understand your spiritual awakening. And that's not what this video is about. But I highly recommend that you go on YouTube or just read about Dark Night of the Soul. And that can actually help you overcome your depression over any pill that someone would try to give you. Or, you know, I'm not a doctor and I'm not recommending do or don't take anything. I'm just saying that there's ways to overcome depression that have nothing to do with taking a pill, okay? So say yes to life. Be spontaneous. Like Sagittarius new moon is about being spontaneous. So be spontaneous. Accept what happened. I know I keep repeating that, but it's like so important that everyone accepts what happened, but move forward. Like, okay, that happened. It happened. It happened. But now it's time to move forward. Stop dwelling in it. And create what can be. So now that happened, okay, that happened. But what can be now? Like, what can come now that that's happened? Like, it's a whole new world, you know? Because it's over. It's over. The storm is over, babes. It's over. So get excited. Okay. Get excited. Leave grief behind. Leave grief behind. Hope, 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 okay? Everything you desire, or all the downloads that, okay, this one's important. Listen, all of this is important, but pay attention. You're going to have these random phone calls or random messages or random thoughts of the light, not dark thoughts, guys, okay? The random ideas that just randomly come, right? And I want you to understand that none of that is random. Your spirit guides, your angels, the ancestors, God, just sending these, I call them downloads, just like you have a phone and you get a text message. It's like, oh, I got a text message. It's a message from someone. Someone sent you a message. And you open it and it reads, hey, I can't make it to your party. Or, hey, I'm running 10 minutes late to coffee. Or, hey, what's for dinner, right? It's a freaking message. So downloads. I want you to think, when I use the term downloads, you're getting downloads from God. You're getting downloads from your ancestors. You're getting downloads from your spirit guides. You're getting downloads from your guardian angels and so forth, right? Some people, and I'm not focusing on the dark in this video, but some people that might be in depression or maybe are lost are getting downloads from the dark. And, you know, that's something that everyone has to deal with on their own. There needs to be a balance of duality between dark and light. Now, we're focused on the light here because I'm dealing with light workers right now. There's plenty of videos out there for people who need to help with their dark thoughts, okay? But I'm not focusing on that. This is the rainbow. We're moving forward. There's YouTube. University is wonderful. So these thoughts and these downloads from your ancestors, these good thoughts, these ideas, these just understand that they were planted in your brain, in your life for a reason, and act on them accordingly if they feel right. Write them down. Go back and ponder on them, okay? You know, you'll just it's really important to pay attention, okay? The angels are guiding us. You must believe that. You must believe that God is guiding you. You must believe it. You must have faith. You must believe that what you went through was a trial and tribulation for you to have this wonderful future. You must believe it. You must have faith. You must believe that everything happens for a reason. You must believe that you're being guided by angels and loved ones that are no longer here, that are non-physical, and that they're still here in the non-physical but not physical, and that they are here still taking care of us. You must believe that, okay? Dream of your future. Like, just daydream about your future and all of the wonderful things. Leave the past behind. If that horrible storm was so horrible, why would you rebuild your whole town or your new home or, you know, whatever, and then like literally have the storm hovering in the background on a projector? That's what you're doing. You're projecting it. Let it fucking go. Sometimes I can't read my own writing. I went to dental hygiene school and I learned how to kind of like write really sloppy. So well, we'll have to go back to that one because I can't read my own writing. Anyway, okay, here's some journal prompts. So here's some things you can write on 11, 23, 24. I highly recommend that you write these things on the 24th versus the 23rd. Now, the new moon is on the 23rd. However, it's you can't see the new moon. It's like there's nothing. It's just blackness, and it's like a void. And you know when you start seeing it either waning or waxing. So when you start to see the little sliver of the moon growing, that's showing that what you're thinking of is starting to manifest as it turns into the full moon. So you'll start to see that sliver, you know, more around the 24th. And that's when it's more powerful, okay? And so forth. So you want to be in this energy continuously, especially for the next 2 weeks. Because when we get to the full moon, which I believe is in Capricorn, okay? Yes. Then you're going to be releasing something. But we're not there now. Right now, we are manifesting. We're in joy. We're in hope. We're in happiness. We're this beautiful rainbow. Like, just be very childlike, spontaneous. Okay, so here's some journal prompts that I recommend that you do around the 24th, 25th, or after. Okay? I want you to take a piece of paper. And if you don't want to do it on paper, that's fine. If you just want to say these things to yourself and answer them, that's fine too. So, what did I leave behind in the eclipse season? So, let's just say from around mid-September to right now. What did you leave behind? What no longer serves you? What transpired that you're literally leaving behind? It can't go in your future. It's not coming forward. Write that down. Number 2, what survived during the eclipse? What survived? What survived and is still here in a healthy way, and that you can, you know, have hope for. Write down what survived, whether that's your family or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give, everyone has their own situations, but just what did survive, and write that down. Number 3, What are you rebuilding? What are you breathing new life into? Almost like CPR, you know, what are you reviving? What are you rebuilding in your future right now? That's number 3. Number 4, what are you excited for in the future? Like, what are you excited for? Are you excited for some trips? Are you excited for a new home? Are you excited for a new relationship because maybe you're getting divorced? Are you excited to just be alone? And are you excited for freedom? Everyone has their own story. What are you excited for? Number 5, what is the bigger picture? What is the bigger picture that I envision for myself? Write down, what is the bigger picture here after everything that's transpired? What's the big picture? What do I envision for myself? Okay? Now, for some of you that are, listen, we all went through some shit. We all went through some shit. And, you know, everyone needs someone to talk to. And maybe during those times, you might have reached out to a couple people for some support. It's really important that you narrow it down to just 3 people that you lean on for support. Because if you're just talking on a soapbox to more than 3 people, you're actually co-creating this into your future and your reality. When, remember, that's the past. It's really healthy to just 3 people that are very supportive. Don't keep reliving it. Move forward. Think optimistically. It's time to stop talking about it. If someone wasn't around when everything transpired, and now they're like, oh, what happened? And then, like, you literally want to relive that storm, telling them the whole story. You have the option to, like, politely say, I went through something that was not very pleasant, and it really lowers my vibration talking about it. It doesn't make me feel good. Maybe one day we'll catch up. But right now, I really want to stay in a place of not reliving that. It's not your fault they weren't there. It's not their fault. But you don't have to relive that, telling that story over and over and over, okay? I highly recommend you keep it to 3 people that happen to know what's going on or whatever, you know. Stay away from the energy vampires, you know. Be super optimistic. Also, right now, what possessions do you desire? Think about the things you desire. Do you desire a new car, a new house? This Sagittarius new moon is really good for manifesting possessions. They're all about their shmoney, aren't they? If you knew that your dream job or your dream career or this dream check or whatever was coming in 3 months, would you be stressing right now? No, you wouldn't. I want you to think like that, you know for sure that something is coming. This dream job, this dream check, this dream, whatever that's going to financially support you and bring the things you want. I want you to just know it's coming. Believe it's coming. And so because you know it's coming, you're not really stressed about A, B, C, X, Y, Z, right? I want you to think like that. I want you to feel abundance in everything. I want you to be like, oh my goodness, my sheets are so soft. I love my sheets. Oh my goodness, I love the sun. Like, go general. Like Abraham Hicks, I highly recommend Abraham Hicks. Go general. It doesn't have to be all about money and materialistic things, guys. Like, there's so much things to be grateful. Like, I love this quote. I've been using it as one of my #1 quotes for over 17 years, actually, maybe even more than that. But if you want to feel rich, count all the things in life that you have that money cannot buy, okay? So be grateful. Express gratitude for those things right now. When you get all these synchronizations and these downloads, express gratitude. Say thank you. Like right before I recorded this video, I saw, I'm not going to say who they are because it's for me. I saw on my screensaver a random picture of someone I love so much that has become non-physical and passed away recently. And I knew that that was them saying hi. And I just said hi. And I said their name. And it made me feel good. So acknowledge the people that you love. You know, you don't have to, oh, they're not here, I can't talk about. No, don't do that. I want you to know that good things are coming. I want you to say, good things are coming to me in my future, and I know they're coming. And I want you to believe that and know it, okay? Why do you want wealth also? Like, a lot of people want wealth because they're like, oh, I want these Louis Vuittons, and I want this Maybach, whatever. Like, let's be serious. Like, what does wealth really bring you? It brings you freedom. It brings you protection, etc. Opportunities. Think big. Think about business goals. Don't just think about the Maybach, okay? Boost your self-esteem right now. Accept good things. Hype yourself up. Be like, I'm the shit. I completely just survived that storm. I am the shit. Only good things come. I am prosperous. Only good things come to. All is well. I will survive. I have a beautiful, bright future ahead of me. I am highly favored by my ancestors. I am highly favored by God. My cup overfloweth, you know? Hype yourself up. Just literally be your own hype squad. How much value are you bringing into this world? Like, think, how much value am I bringing into this world and why? You know? I was just watching something, and so this is another good exercise for some of you, okay? So think of money and energy the same. So if you had all kinds of, so say I gave you $20,000 and you couldn't spend it on yourself, and I said, give this $20,000 to whoever you feel needs it. You're not going to give it to people who are bad. You're not going to give it to people who are negative. You're not going to give it to people who have backstabbed you. You're not going to give it to people who are mean. You're not going to give it to people who don't deserve it, right? You know what I'm saying with it? So I want you, because that's a lot of money, and people are like, money doesn't grow on trees. No, but it's abundant. So think of money the way you just wouldn't just give money away to anyone. Think of energy and the thoughts and the attention that you give away like money. It's more valuable than money. Think of like when someone pisses you off, that's giving them money. If you think about them and call more than 3 people, or just call people and talk about it constantly. You're giving money equals your own energy, your vibration to them. Think about, moments from the past that aren't pleasant. You're paying to keep those memories alive by giving it energy. You're giving it life. Stop watering the weeds. Only water the plants that you want to see bloom. If you have a garden or you're familiar with plants and gardening, you water the plants that you want to see bloom and stay fresh and alive, and the flowers and to come for spring and the seasons to come. You pull the weeds and you throw them away. You don't water your weeds. So don't give energy to the weeds. Don't give water to the weeds. Okay? So what happened in eclipse season is a weed. Don't water it. But in the future, you have those spring tulips coming. Literally. You have these spring flowers, all those, the summer's going to be coming, So think of the future. Life moves forward. Okay? So don't give energy to the weeds. And most importantly, I want you guys to, you know, honor your ancestors, the ones who are no longer here on the physical plane. Just acknowledge them, like say out loud, like whether it's your mother, your grandmother, your father, your friend, whoever, just honor that you know they're here and that they're guiding you, because they can hear you, okay? And ask your angels for help. Call on Archangel Michael, call on Archangel Gabriel, call on them. Call on your ancestors, call on your spirit guides and say, hey, I'm going through this. I'm asking you. It's just like, I hate to use this analogy or this metaphor, but you know how like in the vampire movies, you have to invite the vampire in order for the vampire to suck your blood. Horrible metaphor, but you fucking get it. You have to ask for help. We all have free will on this planet. You have to ask for help. Praying is asking for help, but make sure you're praying right. So ask for help. Ask your spirit guides. Ask the angels. Say, I need help with this situation. Please help me, and allow them to help. Okay. So I really hope this helps. I want you guys to be so optimistic. Like literally, let go of that storm. This is a beautiful. I've been seeing rainbows actually throughout the whole eclipse season, and some of the most horrible moments that I had, I saw rainbows, reflections of rainbows. I don't even know to this day where they came from. Like they were reflecting off of something in my room, but they would be randomly on the wall, on the carpet, on the bed, and it would be on times where I was on really stressful calls or going through something horrible, and I would see the rainbow. And the rainbow is something that I would like to keep personal, that signifies something that happened about 20 years ago, that I saw a rainbow, a real rainbow, after it happened. And I knew when I saw that rainbow that everything was going to be all right, and everything was all right. And so when I saw those little rainbows daily, and I still see them, I knew that that was my rainbow. So the fact that this new moon in Sagittarius represents the rainbow after the eclipse, for me, that's a big deal. So I just want you guys to celebrate and enjoy this new optimistic time. And remember those journal prompts. Stay positive, think positive, know you are blessed, know you are divinely guided. If anyone hasn't told you they love you, I love you. Let go of the past, leave the storm behind, be optimistic. It's going to be okay. If you haven't already, hit like or subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can look in the description box below for my information, or email me at lavenderlightworker@aol.com. I wish you all the best, and I'll have some future updates. But right now, I want everyone to enjoy this rainbow and this beautiful future and the flowers that are coming in the spring. Okay. Mwah.